Never be two.
In heavyweight fighting, a single slip-up can end your career. That makes Rico Verhoeven's dominance all the more impressive. He's been shutting down giants for a decade straight. Stepping up to replace K1 legends, this Dutch powerhouse with movie star looks has defended his championship belt a record 12 times and even dipped his toes into MMA. Today, we're diving into the heart-pounding battles and classic knockouts of the reigning king of kickboxing. The son of a karate black belt, Rico started training in the full-contact Kyokushin style at age 6. But watching his fellow Dutch fighters dominate in K1 sparked his passion. The young karateka got hooked on kickboxing and was sharing the ring with grown men by 16. Standing nearly 6 feet 7 inches and weighing over 220 pounds, Verhoeven quickly made a name for himself locally. This Amsterdam charmer didn't just have size. He had tree trunks for legs, which he used to terrorize opponents with devastating low kicks. While he leaned toward the technical side of the sport, when push came to shove, Rico could unleash a relentless beatdown like the old-school legends, fueling his massive frame with mom's homemade pasta. The young heavyweight traveled the promotion circuit in his early years, earning the nickname Prince of Kickboxing for his limitless potential. In 2012, 23-year-old Verhoeven joined Glory, the top kickboxing organization after K1's decline, where the world's best strikers clashed. They didn't coddle the rookie, throwing him straight into a one-night Grand Prix against the elite. His first test was veteran Sergei Kharitonov, a Russian known for dropping opponents with signature knockouts. Facing the iron-chinned Russian with a heavy hand, Rico spent 2 rounds racking up points against Kharitonov's granite jaw. After clinching a hard-fought decision win, Rico had just an hour before facing a giant in the quarterfinals, Sammy Schilt, one of the greatest heavyweights ever. At nearly 7 feet tall, Schilt's crushing jab and piercing left front kick were insurmountable barriers for any striker. The towering Schilt could also surprise with a spinning kick. Fired up, Rico charged in from the opening bell. The seasoned Schilt shut down Rico's aggression with his signature combo, chasing the youngster around the ring for the rest of the fight. Back then, no one could escape Schilt's deadly front kick jab combo. Rico's biggest win was staying on his feet until the final bell. That same night, 39-year-old Schilt won his 4th Grand Prix and retired on a high note. Learning a tough lesson from the titan of kickboxing, Rico got a chance for revenge against Errol Zimmerman in 2013. With a knockout-heavy record, the explosive finisher could drop any champ and had previously handed Rico his biggest career loss. Rico countered Zimmerman's ferocious attacks with his legs, mixing classic low kicks with rare inside ones, often using them as counterattacks. Rico effectively blended punches and kicks over 3 rounds to secure a clear victory. His masterclass in inside low kicks didn't go unnoticed, earning him a spot in another Grand Prix at the end of 2013. This time, the tournament was limited to 4 fighters. In the semifinals, Rico faced Gökhan Saki, who lived up to his Turkish Tyson nickname. The fiery Saki, as usual, threw fast boxing combos for a heavyweight, mixed with single, explosive shots. Rico mirrored Schilt's deadly combo, wearing down the Turk with a barrage of low kicks, before adding heavy punches. In the crucial 3rd round, both fighters traded big moments, but the judges narrowly picked the more versatile Dutchman. In the final, Rico faced the number 2 ranked 6 feet 7 inches Daniel Guida, known for his cannon-like left hook and paralyzing right low kick. Errol Zimmerman had suffered the most from the Romanian's heavy artillery, ditching his usual counter-punching role. Rico took charge, pushing for close-quarters combat. He kept targeting Guida's lead leg, ramping up the pace with every minute. Despite it being their 2nd fight of the night, both heavyweights threw combos non-stop for 3 rounds, racking up over 600 strikes by the end. Rico's strategy of overwhelming Gita with relentless pace paid off, earning him a well-deserved victory. After claiming the crown, the prince got a surprise offer to face his childhood idol, Peter Aerts. Known as the Dutch Lumberjack, Aerts dominated the 90s, winning K1 Grand Prix 3 times during its golden era and being the last to defeat Sammy Schilt. At 43, with a record of 105 wins and 79 knockouts, Aerts had no plans to stop chopping down millennials. True to Amsterdam street style, the countryman skipped formalities and went straight to trading blows, with Aerts predictably charging forward with flurries. But Rico's inside low kicks made it clear he wasn't here for nostalgic old-school brawls. Aerts' 1-2 combos started landing in the second round, so Rico doubled down on leg kicks, targeting the body to sap his breath and seizing control with strikes to every level. In the final round, Rico embraced the open brawl, clearly marking the changing of the guard. Outshining the Dutch lumberjack in his own game, Rico paid respect to the legend. Peter's been in this sport 20 years longer than me. It's incredible, there won't be another like him. After Schilt vacated the title, Rico claimed Glory's vacant belt in 2014, kicking off his record-breaking reign as the heavyweight king. The newly crowned king first settled his trilogy with old rival Zimmerman. Under the watchful eye of Coach Mike, Rico sharpened his boxing, blending leg strikes with hand combos more effectively. His signature low kicks forced Zimmerman to rush his attacks. Charging in with a sloppy spinning kick, Zimmerman injured his battered leg, ending the fight. 4 months later, 6 feet 7 inches Benjamin Adegbuyi, living up to his hammer nickname, went toe-to-toe with the champ for 5 rounds, trading punches, kicks, and bone-crunching blows. But Rico, with a seemingly endless gas tank, outlasted the challenger with relentless combos. Painting the ring red with a masterclass in modern kickboxing, Rico landed the finishing touch, dropping his opponent with a devastating right hand. At 26, Verhoeven delivered his career-best performance, but it wouldn't be his last. Croatian southpaw Mladen Brestovac earned a title shot, racking up knockouts in true Krokop style. But he couldn't match the Dutch strategist's brilliance, as Rico punished every leg lift, shutting down Brestovac's signature kicks with constant pressure and varied attacks. Against Anderson Spider, Silva's namesake, Rico dominated with his hands, even cutting angles like Lomachenko. Still, his whip-like kicks remained the main damage dealer. The Brazilian was floored 3 times, forcing a stoppage. Rico defended his title 5 times, extending his win streak to a record 11. Dropping the Prince nickname for King without hesitation, the Dutchman tried a boxing match, and, in 2015, tested himself in MMA amid UFC's rising popularity. Instead of the expected stand-up war with another striker, Verhoeven shocked everyone with a takedown, sliding into mount like a seasoned grappler and securing a quick stoppage under the watchful eye of referee Herb Dean. To adapt to MMA, Rico trained at the famed American Kickboxing Academy, alongside Luke Rockhold, Daniel Cormier, and the crew, showing clear progress on the ground. But when it came time to choose between kickboxing and MMA, he stayed loyal to his roots. In late 2016, Rico faced kickboxing's ultimate bad boy, Badr Hari. Emotional and practically unhinged, the Moroccan ruled K1 in the 2000s with deadly crosses, dramatic comebacks, and brutal last-man-standing brawls. Though Hari's wild days were behind him, he entered the fight on a 4-knockout streak. The arena buzzed with tension, so much that a brawl broke out in the stands, and a delay led to an intense stare-down. When the bell rang, Rico confidently took the center, but Hari didn't back down. Giving up space, Hari stabbed with a long jab, won the low kick battle, and met the advancing champ with stiff shots. Sporting a cut on his chiseled face for the first time, Rico tried to crank up the chaos in the second round. Hari leaned into the madness, but after a clash in the clinch, the former champ silently walked to his corner, forcing the ref to start a count. Turns out, the Moroccan had broken his arm, while Hari healed his arm in an unusual way, serving time for robbery. Rico fought 3 times in 2017 against recently cut UFC fighter Antonio Bigfoot Silva. The Dutchman tenderized him with low kicks until the second round, then cornered and dropped him. The Brazilian barely stood after a pinpoint high kick, and a flurry of blows later, the ref called it. A tougher challenge came against Badr Hari's successor, Ismail Lazar. Far from soft, the hard-hitting Lazar had reset plenty of jaws on his way to a title shot. In a clash of opposites, Lazar absorbed Rico's best combos, hoping to end it with one big shot. A wild right from Lazar sent Rico's mouthpiece flying to the crowd, forcing the champ to pick him apart from a safe distance in later rounds. Still, the persistent Lazar, eating over 100 shots, caused trouble late in the fight, but Rico kept control of the wheel until the final bell. In December 2017, Rico faced a truly fearsome knockout artist. The massive yet lightning-fast Jamal Ben Sadiq, nicknamed Goliath, rode a 5-fight win streak in glory. 6 years earlier, he'd stopped the reigning champ. Climbing over bodies to reach Rico again, the Moroccan vowed the result would be the same. Goliath nearly kept his word in the first round. A right hand rocked the king, but Rico clung to his throne. Even dazed, he kept his defensive instincts sharp. Sadik's breakthrough tactic was countering Rico's favorite kicks. Only after a defenseless knockdown did the champ figure it out by the 4th round. After a break, he threw more punches and switched from low kicks to piercing body kicks. In the cauldron of violence, Rico reached the tower, pummeling the dazed challenger into the ropes. But the Moroccan, on autopilot, came back to face the end with Bushido spirit. Reflexively covering his body, Sadiq ate a high kick with his face. Smelling blood, the Dutch Johnny Cage didn't hesitate to deliver the fatality. Securing his 15th straight glory win, Verhoeven cemented himself as the planet's top striker. 3 years later, the rematch with Badr Hari finally happened. The biggest event in modern kickboxing drew 30,000 fans to a packed arena. Hari radiated his old fire on the walkout, while Rico was greeted with a standing ovation on home soil. The showdown lived up to the hype. Rico's rock-solid plan, like Dutch dams to outpunch the puncher, started crumbling. Caught in a wild exchange, Verhoeven missed the big moment as an energized Hari pounced. But Rico wasn't about to shut down in the thrilling slugfest, landing a low kick to close the round. After the break, he kept drying up Hari's legs and slipped in a punching flurry, but got carried away again. Hari swung with every punch to take the champ's head off. Rico fought smarter, landing uppercuts in his trademark inside low kicks. Just as he leveled the playing field, Hari pulled out another surprise, a right to the body, a left high kick to the temple, kickboxing's timeless classic. The vendetta ended with a freak accident. Injuring his ankle on a favorite spinning kick, Hari fell victim to another devastating injury. "Let me clear something up," Rico said. In 2021, Glory held a mini 4-man heavyweight Grand Prix. Rico proved his elite status again, stealing 2 wins in one night. In the final, he deflated his opponent's tires in 1 round, then spent a minute consoling him. After 7 years at the top, Rico's fame went beyond the ring, landing him on talk shows and rubbing shoulders with global stars. The Dutch heartthrob also chased his longtime dream of acting, debuting in 2015 and appearing in 10 films. Among other roles, he played a menacing bodyguard, a Russian fighter named Igor the Destroyer, and an opponent of Jean-Claude Van Damme's protege. His most notable gig was the thriller Black Lotus. Alongside his movie career, Rico stayed true to his calling. With no fresh challengers, he settled the score in a hyped-up clash with Jamal Ben Sadiq. Since their second fight, Goliath had flattened 4 opponents in a year, charging toward the trilogy. The high-octane Moroccan, as usual, didn't waste time with probing jabs, firing off a big right hand. Rico was no stranger to taking Sadiq's best shots. Though a gaping cut on his face hurt his position, The challenger's pace slowed with every attack. So, Rico dove into the exchanges before the round ended. In the third round, the Dutchman tested Sadik's chin. Smirking, Sadik kept eating damage and firing back, but his stamina bar was running low. A late shot after the bell made things worse. Though Sadik's corner desperately tried to buy time, only an oxygen tank could have saved him. Delivering another Fight of the Year candidate with Sadik, Rico set an absolute glory record with 10 title defenses, while light heavyweight and middleweight leaders Artem Bakitov and Alex Pereira topped out at 5. Over the next couple of years, a lack of top-tier opponents slowed Rico's pace, adding just 2 wins to his resume. Luckily, in March 2024, Glory revived the iconic K1-style Grand Prix. 8 fighters, 3 fights in one night. Winner takes all. As champ, Rico had more to lose than the others, but didn't shy away, especially with $500,000 on the line. Unlike the Grand Prix a decade earlier, the 34-year-old was nearly the oldest in the 8-man field. As one fan famously put it, "One mistake and you're done." In the quarterfinals, he carefully dismantled number 5-ranked Sofiane Laidouni. In the semis, he cruised past a game Nabil Kachab without injury. In the main event, Rico faced rising star Levi Rigters. The 6 feet 7 inches Major Payne, with a 17-1 record, could crush with one touch, paralyzing opponents' legs. His unpredictable style stood out. At the stare-down, Rigters wished the veteran luck. In the opening seconds, it seemed the challenger needed that luck more. Blocking a low kick, Levi missed an uppercut. With a battered leg, he looked like an easy target, barely surviving the first round. But the second round flipped the script 180 degrees. Anticipating another low kick, Rigters pulled off a sneaky spin. Rico was rocked like never before, but his stoic resilience held firm. Regrouping, he resumed the leg assault and took back control. When Rigters' last-ditch strike missed, he lost the will to fight. Escaping another dramatic scrap, the king was, as always, gracious at the mic. After K1's fall, kickboxing, especially the heavyweight division, was losing steam. For a decade, Verhoeven carried the heavyweight division on his shoulders, bringing fans back to striking sports. Powerful, strategic, versatile, relentless, and a true gentleman. A titan of the game. Rico is the perfect ambassador, not just for modern kickboxing, but for combat sports as a whole.